That's a real beekeeper watching his entire livelihood collapse. For years, the stuff we were feeding bees, the standard supplements, just wasn't working. So what on earth was going on?
And that's the big mystery, right? Beekeepers were doing everything by the book, giving them all these special feeds with what we thought were the right nutrients, but the bees were still getting sick, still struggling. It was obvious we were missing a huge piece of the puzzle.
So to figure this out, scientists had to basically tear up the old rulebook and start from scratch. And that meant asking a totally different kind of question. Okay, look at this. This is the key shift. For decades, the old question was, what do we think bees need? We'd stick them in a lab, feed them one thing at a time, and then see what happened. But the new question, so simple but so revolutionary, was just forget what we think. What is actually in a bee's natural food out there in the wild?
You know, this quote just nails it. Think about it. We know what high blood pressure is in a person because we have tons of data on what normal blood pressure looks like. For bees, we didn't have that baseline. We couldn't say a bee was unhealthy because we never really defined what healthy looked like in nature. So for almost 10 years, that's what scientists did. They built the first ever database of nature's perfect recipe for bees.
And you know what? As soon as they started getting that data, something massive just jumped off the page. A missing ingredient that we had completely overlooked, and it turned out to be one of the most important ones.
Okay, so check this out. On the left, that's the old artificial feed, based on this classic list of 10 essential amino acids. But on the right, that's natural pollen. And, wow, the single biggest, most dominant amino acid in a bee's real diet is something called proline. And in our feeds, it was basically non-existent. We were missing the main ingredient.
And this is the thing. It wasn't just some small mistake. Propolis is absolutely critical. It's the backbone of their immune system. It acts like a natural antifreeze to help them survive winter. It's the fuel they use for that first burst of flight. And get this, bees can actually taste it. It's what tells them, hey, this is good food, eat up. We were literally leaving out the foundation of their health.
But okay, that was just the first layer.